Recently, the Center for Peace, Justice, and Reconciliation at the Bergen Community College, in collaboration with Dr. Kocharyan, founder of ATOP Meaningful World, hosted a celebration of Armenian culture, set against a backdrop of preventing genocide and healing from intergenerational trauma, which was dedicated to the centennial of the Ottoman Turkish genocide of the Armenians and other Christian minorities. The program began with the viewing of The River Ran Red, a documentary film by Dr. Michael Hagopian that blends the history of the 1915 genocide of the Armenians with testimonies from the Armenian survivors. Though at times the searing first-hand accounts of cruelty and suffering made the film hard to watch, it was a moving experience. After this emotionally engrossing experience, the children and young adults of the Hamaskain Nairi Dance Ensemble, under the leadership of choreographer Tovmas Harutyunyan, provided contrast to the attendees' sorrow with their uplifting commitment to our Armenian cultural tradition. After the series of dances, Ani Chaglazian of the Hamaskain organization spoke to the attendees about the value of cultural continuity. A passionate presentation on preventing genocide followed, delivered by a particularly feisty and impassioned Dr. Ani Kocharyan.
Yes, acknowledgement is important, but we're not going to wait. We're not going to stop our healing process because some idiot government is not acknowledging the genocide. I'm sorry. Our health is our responsibility. We don't want to wait the perpetrators coming into consciousness all of a sudden. And if somebody has lied for 100 years, come on, ladies and gentlemen, come on, let's face it. If somebody has lied for 100 years, they're going to wake up one day and say, I'm sorry. You know, we lied to you for 100 years. They're not going to say that. They're not. So we have to change our strategy. We have to focus on us. Stop expecting things from them in that way. So let's focus first on healing and acknowledging one another, celebrating one another.
Following Dr. Kocharyan's presentation, Michael Uzatmachian played several hauntingly beautiful tunes on an oud, while Ohannes Berian served as a percussionist. Professor Thomas Lapointe, co-director of the center, expressed special gratitude to the organizers as well as to the Bergen County Armenian supporters and affirmed his commitment to making this an annual event. Afterwards, participants expressed a desire to partake in many more of these events.
It was just marvelous. I had tears in my eyes. I can't even tell you how much I enjoyed seeing this whole program.
I thought it was amazing. I was really taken, you know, it was a combination of beauty and like deep sadness, and it was like very comprehensive.
A lot of contrast there, which is very rich. And he gave a very feisty, she was particularly fiery tonight. That was great. It helped get us worked out for when they started playing the oud. I haven't danced in so long, and I felt like my blood began to boil, and I was like, oh, these sounds, they're calling me. So between that, seeing the film, which I knew would be hard to watch, but I was glad to have seen it, and seeing the children dancing and recognizing that golden thread that connects our generations, all that culture that all those people were martyred for.
By recognizing our tragic past, we become our best selves today as we emerge from the depths of the unfathomable national tragedy, turning our pain into healing, empowerment, and transformation.
Well, we have programmed a variety of experiences today. In that, I mean, we have a film, which is a documentary about the genocide, Ottoman-Turkish genocide of Armenians. We have the youth, the next generation, that are going to show us their rebirth and love of life and love of peace through the arts and movement, and the importance of that to our health, mind, body, spirit health. And the music, in terms of the traditional Armenian music and the traditional instrument, the oud. In addition to the lecture, informational aspect of today's program. So you see, we have a diverse program so that people can experience it on different levels. Aesthetic, documentary film, really getting in touch with the history of what happened with the genocide, the new generation involving the youth, as well as learning what the UN is doing and what ATOP Meaningful World is doing about preventing genocide.